Welcome to SPED 420, Curriculum and Instructional Strategies for K-12. My name is Dr. Tim Fegan, and I'll be the instructor and try and walk you through this process of preparing to teach special education students in the K-12 system. This will include multiple from severe and profound, but mostly for mild disabilities on a wide array. If you've been in my class before, some of this is going to look familiar. But I must confess to you, this textbook is quite old and they have not put out a new one. And this model that I'm using looks like this, it has not had an update. So the tech still applies, but some of my stuff is kind of old, and so I'm going to ask you to adapt. And now I have, from my Google site, I've switched to the new and improved Google site away from the classic, but it looks different. So a lot of the things that I show you may look different. So I just ask you to stick with me as we go through this and kind of reinvent the course. Okay, so the first thing, let's go to Google Sites, or over to here, to the D2L. And there's only three things that we'll use DTL for. One is the Dropbox where you'll submit your lecture outlines. Okay, when I give you a lecture, and there's a few other things here. Here you write an IEP. I guess that's the only one here. And then a quiz. Each week there'll be a quiz due, but I have them 1 week behind. For example, week one, chapter one will be a week behind the lecture and stuff. So it'll be give you an extra week there to do that. And then, of course, to look at your grades. And I'll try and keep things graded. My grading day is usually Tuesday, maybe Monday, but every week when you get done, I'll try and get them graded. And our due dates will always be Sunday night at 11, as it shows right here. Always Sunday night at 11. So plan accordingly, and I'm not always available on Sundays, so if you're one that's going to do this on Sundays, you'll be a little frustrated with me. And the other thing I put here is a late box. If you miss something past that deadline, you drop it here. Don't send it to me, the lecture outline, because I have too many students to keep track of that. So I have a late box. And the quiz, if you miss that, you have to contact me if you want to make it up before the deadline. So let's now go here and hear a little bit about it. I have a link here about online lectures. Let's just look at this. Here's the textbook. Like I say, it hasn't not been updated. I keep looking for it. These are kind of icons in the field. I'm not sure what's going on if they're not producing anymore. But this is what I say, the recorded lectures, note outlines, and all due on Sunday nights at 11. Hope following the, here's how you get a hold of me. You can text me too, but make sure you identify yourself so I know who's doing it. Emails, and I get my emails on the phone. I'll respond as quick as I can. The other thing, if I can't respond, I may say, hey, I got to look at this later. And let's do this. If you a couple days go by and you haven't heard anything, contact me again, because I get enough of these. I slide down here, and I say my intent is to do this. They say 3 to 5, but hopefully by the end of Tuesday, you finish everything by Sunday night by Tuesday. And a lot of my peers ask me, why Sunday night? Well, I know a lot of you work during the week and stuff and work on weekends. It's not always the best, but it's maybe serves you better. But like I said, the downside is you're emailing me Sunday night, and I'm not always available to respond right away. And here's the grading. There's three things for 30 points in the pre-course, and then there's 13 chapters, all have an outline for 10 points, and that's 130. And then there's a project, 14 of them for this, and they're worth 10 points each for 140. And then a 25-point chapter test times 13 for a total of 625. And then here's the breakdown. I have a little wiggle room in here, but you got to have at least a C, so you got to get here at least. And if you get things turned in on time, you got to work a little bit to get an A, but if you just do the work, you're going to be fine. You're going to enjoy this. But at times there's a lot of work. And then here's my my policy. It's essential to turn in all assignments on time and maximize objectives and grades. Assignments and tests are due at a predetermined scheduled time. If they're late, I'll accept them within 1 week for half. And after that, I won't accept them. And the reason being, because you get so far behind that I can't get them all caught up. So there may be circumstances, but I'm going to ask you to turn them in on time, have your web page done on time, and then you'll be just fine. So that's kind of the front page. There's a little bit more on the syllabus. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's yeah, there's that again also. Okay, a bunch of other stuff there. When you got to change and stuff. Let's look at the pre-course here. So instead of the videos, it's like here, everything's over here. I say here's the syllabus. Then here is for chapter 1. The first project is right here. I give you instructions on this. On the pre-course. So I call it pre-course 3 things. First, watch the intro video and watch it all the way through, and then the online lecture video on how to do that, and I'll get that up here. And then points of explanation on the home page. So let me take you back. What that's talking about is these things right here. Is here's the intro video here, and then this on online lectures, how to do them, and then points of explanation here, and that's what I just kind of went over, that you have these 4 parts each week. The lecture outline dropped in the Dropbox, online project, which I'll show you those for each one, and then the quiz, and then the import the wiki postings. A lot of the chapters have that. And so you have to have all that to be, and so make sure you look at that. Google Form I'll tell you about there. And let's go back to the pre-course. Looks like this. So you got that. And then this is how to do your bio slide. Kind of walks you through that.
So this is how we'll do the bio. Click on this link, and it'll take you to...
And I explain exactly what to do there. And that is under here, under Classmates. And most of these, if you've been in my class, recognize this. But what I've done is assigned everybody a slide. It looks like this. And this is mine. I ask where you're from and something about you to get us to know you. And then a little thing here you can look at to introduce yourself, your family, or whatever. And you have to have at least one link because I want you to know how to do that. And then pictures down here that help us get to know you. And you can tell us a little bit about them here. But here's the thing I want to hit on, and that is this selfie. I want you to take a selfie today when you're doing this. Not something from the past, not something you used last year, not something from high school, not you and your family. A headshot selfie. Headshot. Not whole body. Headshot. Like this. And the reason being, it'll help me get to know you. And bigger thing for me is remember you. And I want you to know how to snap a picture with your computer or your camera and get it on something like this. And I know most of you do this, but every semester I struggle with people wanting to put some old picture in here. And I want it to be current as you're doing this slide for you to snap a new headshot selfie and stick it on here like this. And what they look like is this, is you'll replace me out of here and put you in there. Okay, and if you don't know how to do that, Google it. And then I have the video explaining exactly what to do here. And I say, right here, I give you this. And all mine will have an edit button here. And this is how you get into it. And you'll be able to see it, but you won't be able to edit unless I have shared, put you in here, and you are logged into that in Chrome. For example, here is my Chrome login, or here you've got to be logged in up here in your Chrome with whatever email you're using. Okay, so that's, if you're struggling with that, I get that often, you can't get in. That's maybe what it is. But that is what this is here. And that'll be the second part. And then you're going to create a site, because you're going to log all the stuff that I'm giving you onto a website. And this can be like, web pages or Shutterfly. It doesn't work worth a dang, but it seems like every once in a while I have somebody to do that. A Google site is fine, Weebly or other. And it can be something you use for something else. For example, if you have this class with me, those can go on here. Or if you've got one you're using for your portfolio, it can go on there, but it has to be very clearly marked, this class. And then I want it organized there. And then I'm going to have you link that here, like this. Okay, and that is because so I can go here and get to your stuff. And if you put your link in here, and if you don't know how to do it, it's really simple. You simply go like this, block that, just that, and go here and paste your stuff in there. And then try the link to make sure it works, because every semester I have a couple links that don't work. Okay, and so here it can be the same as SPED 465, 42, 460, anything like that. Whatever it is, make sure it links here and that I have access to it. Make sure I have access to it. You have to invite me or something like that. So you're going to create a website. We're going to keep this. And let me show you a couple. Here is a Google site, and here's her toolbar, and she goes like this. Like, here's her chapter 1. I guess this is okay. Let me see chapter 2 here. And these are her things to import. Like, here's her project at the bottom. That's okay. I want it marked real clearly so I can find it. Let's say 3 here. Yeah, and she did the same. Here's her her stuff, and then here's her project at the bottom. And that's okay. And I really have it in here instead of linked. If you can't figure out how to get it in there, you can do that. But like here, she inserted it in the web page, and that's my preference. Okay. Now let me show you how this one. She has 2 toolbars here, but she also has them down here. So if you've used it for somebody else, just give me a SPED 420 link, and then the chapters like this on a page, so I can go right to them. Let's see how she did it. She went like this. Here's her clips and inserts and stuff, and then here's her project at the bottom. So that's fine if you want to do that. Now here's a no. I don't want this. For example, I go to SPED 420, and this is all one. I don't want that. I don't want it to look like that. I don't want links. I want things linked, not URLs laying here. Okay, that's not descriptive enough. And we're DSU. You've got to link it. But this is all one. Don't do this. I don't want this. I don't want to search for this any more than a parent or anybody else does. That's why you link them. Okay, so not like that. But you'll figure it out and get that on there. Okay, and so that will be the pre-course. And then let's go and see chapter 1. Here is the lecture. It's a YouTube video, and I'm telling you what to do in there. You get me, and I tell you how long it is. You get a little music. The nice thing about YouTube, of course, is you can stop, back up, go forward, those types of things, and that's why I chose that. It's real user-friendly. It's all browser-based. And then I go like here. And in there, I will tell you exactly what to do from the lecture. Here's the note outline. And I want you to look at this again. I want you to review this. But these first ones are kind of cryptic in that I have blanks. I learned better with these first ones. You're putting blanks. So when you bring this up, you download right here. And it drops it like this. And now you have it. It looks like a Word document. And you can certainly, that's how you will upload that into into this, but I tell you exactly what to add. And I'd say I want to apologize. These first ones have blanks just because I was just figuring out what to do, how to do this. But after we're in a couple, there's no more blanks. So here you will put it in blanks, and even then you will do it when you take this out. Well, whatever you add, you turn red. We call it your inputs. Whatever your inputs are, you turn red, so I can quickly see them. Here, here, and let's go up a little farther. You'll see there aren't any more blanks like that. I kind of figured it out. Let's go down here like to 6. When I pop up this outline, and this goes with the lecture. Chapter outline is what this is your lecture outline. I should name them that. So if you're in my other class, it'll go like that. But there's no more blanks. I'll tell you where to add stuff. But again, you'll turn it red as you go through that. Okay. Then on each chapter, there are activity and here's the postings, and I tell you how to do that. Components of language. And you'll import this into your wiki or your Google site, whatever it is. You have that, and then each here I describe very descriptively what the project is. Okay, so you get that. All right, let me show you another one maybe. Let's see what 9 is, and they're all by date. Here's this wiki postings. Here's these 3 things I want brought in, and here's the project, where again I tell you exactly what to do. Okay, so that's what it'll look like. Hope that helps. But I say it's going to look a little different than it does in some of the videos. Everything's due Sunday nights at 11. How to email me. Here's the points. Here's the menu over here. You're going to create. I got an extra thing on Google. No assignments on spring break. Okay. And hope you enjoy it. Now, you have to answer these questions about the intro video in order to get full credit for the intro. Here, go to this Google form and pop this up. And here, I'll have 3 questions. So first, you'll have your last name, then your first name, and then here's question 1. Question 1 is, what color do you turn the inputs that you add to the lecture outlines? Question 2, where are you going to put the stuff that you create and save from my course? Where are you going to put those things so that I can see them? And 3, if you got all the points for the whole course, how many points is the course worth? So you have those 3, you hit submit, and that will prove that you watched the intro video.